Hello. Good morning. It's been a while since I've been live on my business page, so I'm hoping that this will pop up in some of your feeds. If you hop on live, say hey. If you are watching by replay, go ahead and drop a hashtag missed you or hashtag replay in the comments. I am just gonna really quickly share this into my Facebook group. I told them that I was gonna go live for our Tuesday training, which I usually always do within our group on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Pacific. I let them know that I was going to go live here on my business page, so I'm going to share that in there for them. And then we'll get started. So as you're hopping on, I would love to know, because we're going to talk about morning routines. Morning routines today. So let me know, what time do you wake up in the morning? Hi, Kelly. Hi, Sharon. So what time do you all wake up in the morning? I am curious. Oh, here we go. Share in a group. Sorry, you guys, I literally hate when people do this, but I did tell my rock stars in my group that I would be live. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think we're all good. Okay, so you guys, I think this is a topic that we need to talk about right now, because there is no better time to start a habit or a discipline like a morning routine than when you are locked down in your home, right? This is the time where you have the time to do this, and you have the time to set something up for your life that's positive. Right now, there's a lot of uncertainty. There's, negativity swirling. There's things that are scary. There's things that are impacting your life and maybe your business with this whole coronavirus issue and pandemic. But you can focus on what you can control, right? And one thing that you can control is setting up a morning routine for yourself that's going to increase the odds that you're going to have a good, positive, unstressful, less chaotic day in the midst of all of this, right? So this is going to be one that you're going to want to share with especially any mompreneurs that you have in your life. Tag them here, share this to your team if you would like to. I should probably introduce myself first, and I want to say good morning to everyone. Sandra, hello. All right, so I'm Ashley Samadani, and what I do in this space is to help mompreneurs who are in the network marketing industry to create powerful, authentic, searchable influence outside of it. And I know that's kind of confusing, but that's my thing. I love to take women who are in network marketing and they have a mission, they're mission-driven, message-driven, impact-driven, and really equip them with the skills and the platform and the framework to build the influence that, number one, it takes to be successful in network marketing, but also to get their message out into the world. So I love everyone in my group. Shout out to Elevate Academy. Hopefully a lot of you all are watching. You guys are awesome, and you're exactly the type of women that I love to inspire and work with. So let's talk about morning routines. Let's get back to it. All right. So let's see. What time does everyone wake up? That's kind of what I wanted to know. Are you a night owl? Are you a morning person? When do you really wake up? So for me, naturally, I like to go to bed late. I'm like a natural night owl. Would stay up until like 2 a.m. if I could. I like alone time. So a lot of times if you're introverted and you're a stay-at-home mom, staying up late is one way to, carve out alone time. But a lot of us naturally are night owls. So are you a night owl? Are you a morning person? However, I want to give you guys a little bit of a background before I tell you about this morning routine, because this is something that I've actually practiced. I'm going to be honest and tell you that it's something that I fell off the wagon on for a few months, and oh boy, did I feel it. And that's how I know this is important and something that could really change your life if you let it. Okay, so we've got night owls. Ibby says night owl. Ibby, am I pronouncing your name correctly? Let me know. Or is it Ivy? I want to say your name correctly. Hi, Jennifer, and thank you for the tag. Okay, so when I transitioned, I'm 36 now, but I worked outside the home until I was 33. Was I 33? Have I worked at home now for 3 years? Yeah, sorry you guys, my nose is running. I'm not sick, I just have allergies. So worked outside the home until I was about 33. So I was used to getting up early. My days would start, I usually had 7 a.m. meetings, and I would come home at 5:30 or 6. Like that was kind of my work day. And so I was used to getting up early. I went back to work for a year when I had my daughter. And so get up, 5:30 or so, get ready, do all the things for her, head out the door, come back home. So that was kind of my forced early mornings. But what happened was when we made the transition, when I became a stay-at-home and then work-at-home mom, getting up early was like, why would I do that? So I found that I was just sleeping in until my daughter woke up. She was my alarm clock. I had no sort of structure whatsoever for my days, and literally no alone time, no time to read, no time to sort of reflect, like those things that even when I was working on my lunch break, I would always read during my lunch break, or I'd work on my blog during my lunch break. There'd be something that I was doing that was kind of, productive or centering. That kind of went out the door as a stay-at-home mom. So is anyone else a stay-at-home mom? Can you relate to that at all? Just kind of feeling rushed and chaotic, and your day just starts when your kid gets up and it's just a big whirlwind. You're never having hot coffee. It's just sort of, that's kind of how it is. Or so I thought. And then I discovered something called the Miracle Morning Routine. So the Miracle Morning Routine is something that this is a specific way to do a morning routine, but there are lots of ways to do a morning routine. It's just the point of getting up early, even if it's 10 minutes earlier, even if it's 15 minutes earlier, 30, 60 would maybe be ideal, but whatever you can make happen, getting up early and doing certain specific, I guess you would say activities to set your day up to be more productive, more focused, less stressful, more proactive versus reactive, right? And so I want to talk to you about some of those components, because when I implemented a morning routine into my life, I had a friend who was super successful, just seemed to have everything all together, like has 3 kids now, multiple businesses, like just one of those people where we're like, how does she do it all? And what she does is a morning routine every single morning. And so I really looked into this, and I read the Miracle Morning book. This is now my second read through. I'm reading Miracle. There's lots of versions of this. There's one for parents. There's the general Miracle Morning, entrepreneurs, network marketers. This one's Miracle Morning for millionaires, really connecting the link between creating wealth, and those are millionaires and what they do with their morning routine. So I'm reading this one right now. But I implemented the Miracle Morning Routine in, it was over 2 years ago, but I did it solid. I did it solid for at least a year, probably a year and a half. And in that period of time, I grew as a person more than I ever have in my entire life. My business grew from literally zero, because I started the morning routine around the time I started network marketing. I started at zero, and literally within, 6 months or so, had 4 times what I was doing. It really is powerful, because if you create that space for peace, for growth, for centering, I promise it's a miracle. It's a miracle morning. So let me see if we have any questions. Jennifer says, on school days, I wake up at 6. I usually go to bed at 10. That's good. That seems like a good, how many hours is that? I'm so bad with that, but that seems like a reasonable amount of sleep. I definitely need to implement in the morning. Yes, for sure. And right now, you guys, with so much stress going on, we need to do everything that we can to de-stress, to take care of ourselves, to kind of, protect our immune systems, especially. And part of that is getting sleep. And so for me, I know it's a discipline of going to sleep early enough in order to get up early enough. So this morning, guilty, I'm going to be totally transparent with you guys. This morning, I was supposed to get up and do my Miracle Morning Routine. I'm actually doing, running a challenge within my team's attraction marketing group on Miracle Morning Routines. This morning, I decided, I'm going to do one. I'll talk to you about what part this is, but I said, I'm going to do this one part just laying in bed. I fell right back asleep. So I'm not going to teach you to do that, because it doesn't work. I fell right back asleep, and I missed my morning routine, and now I'm just now drinking my coffee. I'm not prepared for the day. It's going to be one of those rushed days where we're just rushing to do a whole bunch of nothing around the house, but I didn't set myself up for that kind of peace of mind that I know I could have. I deal with depression, so I just have to push myself. Yes, exactly. So sometimes we just have to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 ourselves out of bed. I don't know if you've ever read Mel Robbins' 5-second rule, but I know that's something that I definitely have to do too. My brain is wired to press snooze, and I did it this morning. So we all definitely have to fight against these habits and create new ones. So this is a great time to do that. Okay, so I jotted down a couple notes. I think I've pretty much talked to you guys about most of the stuff. Okay, so here's the thing. We want to make sure we're getting sleep. And the other thing too is, I know right now we're like, oh, we can't control this, or, oh my gosh, like people, if you have an online business, oh no, people are not going to be spending money. We're going into a recession. Okay, so that may be true. And I'm not a proponent of taking advantage of a time where people are stressed about, either losing their jobs or losing some of their wages, or, fear mongering upon, here, buy my cleaning products. I really am not a proponent of that. But you know how you can really, really max out how powerful and successful your business is going to be once this passes? Would you like to know the secret to that? If you would, let's see some fire. Let's see some hearts. I would love if you guys would like to know the secret to that, because I know what it is. And it's not posting about your natural products that will help people's immune systems. And it's not talking about how you've got this awesome opportunity to make money from home, although there are tactful ways to do both. Here's what it is. Personal develop your face off. So use this time to literally become who it is that you're trying to attract. So if you are trying to inspire people, if you're trying to attract people to you and you're not inspired and you're not pouring into your own self and developing as a human being so that you have more to share and more to pour out, your business isn't going to grow. I don't care how many posts you put up. What you can do right now to not only help the people around you and really to be that light, but also for your business. I mean, honestly, for a selfish purpose, pour into yourself, develop yourself as a person, become the leader, become the influencer that you want to be, that's going to make you powerful, right? That's going to make you have influence and impact in the world and therefore increase your income, okay? So personal development is key, and having a routine and getting up a little early in the morning so that you can do that for 10 to 15 minutes. If you can get in the habit of doing that now during this time of uncertainty and you can control that, you will crush it, okay? So I want you guys to keep that in mind. This is, a morning routine can do so many things for you, and sometimes we think, I've fallen into the trap before of, you know what, well, I'm just going to get up early. And I mentioned I had fallen off the morning routine wagon. It's not that I necessarily never got up early, but when I was getting up early, I was just working. It was like, well, I'm going to do a task. I'm going to, get this task done. And then I felt it. I felt, you know what? I'm not inspired right now. I have all this, I'm blessed because I have all this work. I have these clients. I had an amazing launch of my first ever program, the Influence, Impact, and Income Academy. Had an amazing, incredible launch. I have a lot of work to do for that. And that's a huge blessing, but I kind of found myself just doing the work and forgetting that the reason that I had that work was because of a morning routine, right? It was because of my connection with my spiritual nature and God. It was because of my personal development. It was because of all of these things that I attracted that stuff into my life. And then I just fell off the track and was like, no, I'm just going to work. I'm just going to work. No, that's not why I got the work. It's the personal development. It's the connection with God. It's following, being connected and knowing where it is that I'm going. And I want that for you guys. So let's talk about a good morning routine, not just you getting up early so you can work more. Okay, that's not what we're about. Sharon says, I so needed to personal develop myself all over again. I've lost somewhere. Okay. That's what you're going to do. That is what you're going to do. You're going to take this time of craziness, this time of chaos and uncertainty, and you're going to hone in, Sharon, and you're going to pick a book, whether it's Miracle Morning, whether it's your Bible, whatever it is, and you are going to pour into, filling your cup so that you can then turn around and share that with others, because that's what we need more of in this time. I think sometimes we shy away. And I do think shy away from being like, oh, I'm going to promote my products. I'm going to promote my business. I don't think that's what people are looking for right now. Your long-term play, go out and inspire someone. Go out and lift someone up. Go out and teach something. Go read something, then go back and teach someone else something that they are going to be able to use and implement in their life. Yes, do people need opportunities to make money from home? Sure. And they're going to be more likely to join you in that if they know that they can trust you and you are an attractive person that they are going to want to do business with, right? Is this making any sense? I hope so. Okay, so let's talk about the elements of a morning routine. I act like this is gonna like hydrate me or something. It's not gonna hydrate me. This is my coffee. I have not yet even drank a full cup. I love you. Oh, I love you too, Sharon. Hi, Emily. Okay, so morning routine. Here are the elements of a morning routine. So according to Miracle Morning, but like I said, you don't have to do all of these, but it's the point of getting up and having a structure in your day. So in the Miracle Morning, the author Hal Elrod comes up with this acronym SAVERS, SAVERS, SAVERS. And SAVERS stands for, S is for silence. So just having some silence. So having meditation, that's where I fell asleep. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna have my silence in the bed. So I was saying some prayers. I even went into A. So silence, affirmations, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you about how to create affirmations that will actually work for your brain. Not like, okay, well, we'll get into that. So silence, affirmations, which is promptly when I fell asleep. So don't do that. Get out of bed. So actually get up, get out of bed, go drink a glass of water with lemon in it. Go splash your water with your face. Splash your face with water. V, visualization. So visualization of the person that you want to become, the things that you want to do, really visualizing yourself just like an athlete would. An athlete over and over again, they're practicing, they're visualizing, if it's a basketball star, they're visualizing making that shot, they're visualizing all of that so that when it happens, they're like, I've done this before. There's I was reading, there's actually there's a connection. What is it called? It's called like this was so cool. I have to actually look this up. This was really fascinating. There's something in our brains called, I think it's mirroring neurons. Where is that? Oh, okay, it would be in the visualization section, so let me check that out. Oh, mirror neurons. Okay, so mirror neurons are when we can improve our abilities by watching other people perform them or by visualizing ourselves performing them. How powerful is that? Our brains can actually watch someone else do something. Okay, so you watching me do this live video, if you can envision yourself showing up, doing a live video, this is not very difficult. It just takes you being courageous, right? And reading something and regurgitating it, right? If you can visualize yourself doing something, when you go to do it, you're going to be better off doing it. If you can even do that in your mind, so visualizing in your mind the type of person you want to be, how you want to show up, the actions you want to take, you'll actually be able to do that better because of these mirror neurons. This has some studies indicate that experienced weightlifters can increase their muscle mass through visualization sessions. What? That is insane. That's literally insane. Okay, so visualization. So silence, affirmations, visualization. E for exercise. So I'm an afternoon exerciser, but you can do just 5 minutes of like some squats or push-ups or jumping jacks, or just do a little dance party to your like pump up song, like get it going, right? Something where you can do a little exercise. It's going to increase your energy. It's going to increase your focus. And then R is for reading. Okay, so your personal development books, even if you read, oh my gosh, I wish I had I highlighted it, but if you were to, this is in the very beginning, I highlighted it because it's like, oh my gosh. If you were to read, or is it, every day for like 10 minutes, okay, I can't find it, but basically, just don't quote me word for word on this, but if you were to read every day for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes every day, within 5 years, you could be like one of the most renowned experts on whatever topic it was that you wanted to be a master of, right? So if you were like, you know what, I am trying to create influence in the health and wellness space. Well, if you read about, inside out health and wellness type of stuff, personal development, whatever it might be, every single day, you're going to like be crushing it. You're going to like be such a source and authority in your space and be able to help so many people with the things that you know. You're going to be that person that can show up and provide solutions because you took 10 minutes out of your day to learn something, okay? There's nothing, well, there are greater feelings, but there is a great feeling when someone comes to you and like needs help with something and they see you as the source for it and you're like, yeah, you know what? I do have an answer for you. But the only way that you have an answer for that is because you took the time to learn it yourself, right? You took that time to develop as a professional. You took that time to develop as a person. No one's just born with like the skills to pay the bills. No one's born with, these innate knowledge. it's not true. It's because they took the time to actually read and learn, right? There's that saying, you can know the size of someone's bank account by the amount of books that they read. I really do think that that's true, especially in the network marketing profession, especially when it comes to being a thought leader. All of those things you really, really, really have to be reading. So R, and then S. S is for scribing, and the S is for the scribing is just another way of writing. So journaling, writing down some thoughts. Oh shoot, you guys, I forgot. I was going to show you my secret weapon. I'll have to do that another time. I have this secret weapon. I didn't bring it up here, so I'm just going to save it and do it another time. But S, scribing, is writing. So journaling, just writing down some thoughts. If you are trying to create blog posts, if you're trying to create content on social media for your lives, this would be a great time. Just free flow your thoughts from your personal development. What is it that you're thinking? What is it that you're learning? Because guaranteed, not everyone's doing that, you guys. And so if you are doing that and then you show up and you share with the intent to help and inspire and encourage and empower and all of those things, you're going to stand out. That's how you create influence. It's not by posting about your products. It's not by saying, join my team. That's not it. That ain't it. Just saying. Okay. So let's talk about affirmations. So affirmations is something that I thought I was doing correctly. So I was like, oh yeah, count me affirmations. I just tell lies to myself until they happen. Wrong. That's not how we do affirmations. And this chapter really gave a good explanation of affirmations, that why they don't work, why kind of how they're traditionally taught doesn't work, and then how to create affirmations. So I'm going to teach you a little bit about affirmations. I'm going to ILT you. If you're in my group, you know about this. I learned this from Ray Higdon, actually. ILT is invest, learn, teach. Okay, we've got savers, we've got ILT, and ILT is what I'm going to do right now. ILT is invest, learn, and teach. Invest in yourself. So if you're trying to create influence, if you are trying to be an influencer and have authentic impact, invest in yourself. Go learn something. So invest time or money, learn something, and then go teach it. ILT. That's what everyone does. There's nothing new under the sun. There's no, even Tony Robbins learned all that stuff from somewhere. He's not making everything up. He's just taking what he's learned and putting his own experience, spin, packaging, and delivery on it, right? Everyone is doing that. So if you think, I have to be an expert to show up and deliver value and to create impact and influence, no, you don't. No, you don't. But you do have to invest in yourself, and you have to create the time to do that. And a great way to do that would be a morning routine. I'm just saying. Okay, so why the traditional kind of old way of doing affirmations doesn't work? Hi, Linz. Okay, so number one, the problem is the typical way that experts and gurus teach affirmations is really to lie to yourself. So just to lie to yourself, I'm a money magnet. Money flows, endlessly and easily to me. Does it really? I don't know. First of all, that's passive language. So passive language doesn't produce results. That's not action oriented. That's just I'm manifesting my dreams. Are you? How? What actions are you taking? What is the actual result of your you want to think about actions and results and crafting your affirmations around those two things. What actions are you going to take? No passive sitting around letting everything just trickle down to you. And what results do you actually want? So don't lie to yourself. Don't say, I have achieved every goal that I've set for myself in 2020, and just tell yourself that every morning. That ain't gonna work, right? I have 10% or I have 8% body fat. I have 8% body fat. Well, okay, if that's not true, then don't say it unless you're tying a specific set of actions to that result, okay? So let's talk about how to craft them so that they actually work for you. So number one, you want to identify the real result that you're after and why it is that you're after it. So when you're coming up with these affirmations and things that you want, this is a great time to do that. What is it that you want for your life? Okay, you have time to reflect on this. You're going to be getting up earlier. Even if this is the only thing you do in the morning, this would be a great way to set yourself up. Okay, name the necessary actions that you're committed to taking, when you're going to take them, and then you're going to actually be reciting these affirmations to yourself every day with emotion, because you're really going to believe them, because you're going to know you're not going to be lying to yourself, okay? So let's talk about an example. They gave actually two really good examples in the book. So for example, Identify the real result you're committed to and why. So for example, I'm 100% committed to being as healthy as I can be so that I have the energy to be fully present in my business and with those around me. Okay, 100% committed to being as healthy as I can be. Okay, so that's a start. Okay, that's the result you're committed to. And now you're gonna add in the necessary actions you're committed to taking and when. So to ensure that I am as healthy as I can be, I'm 100% committed to going to the gym 5 days per week and running on the treadmill for a minimum of 20 minutes each day from 6 to 7 a.m. Boom, right? That gives the results that you want and the actions you're gonna take to make it happen. And if you tell yourself that every day and you affirm yourself every day with emotion, that's gonna get you there because you're gonna have the plan, you're gonna know the results you want, and you're gonna keep affirming that that is what it is. That is what it is, okay? Here's another one. Here's identify the real result you're committed to and why. I'm committed to doubling my income in the next 12 months from however much, $1,000 to $2,000 or whatever doubling your income would be so that I can provide financial security for my family. Okay, so maybe we're gonna go from $5,000 a month to $10,000 a month so that I can provide financial security for my family. Okay, that's great. That's what you want to do. That is the outcome, that's the result. You're gonna affirm that that's the case, but you're also gonna add in the actions that you're gonna take to make it happen. Sharon says, I've been doing my affirmations the old way. Me too, I was too. I literally have a list of them. I would have to go through, but I was thinking, oh crap, I think half of them are definitely just things that I'm like saying that are true, but there's no action plan. There's really no action plan. So I love this. So here's the adding in the actions you're committed to taking and when. So to guarantee that I double my income from $5,000 to $10,000 a month, I'm committed to doubling my daily prospecting calls or messages from 20 to 40 per day, 5 days a week from 8 to 9 a.m., no matter what. There you go. If you have that result that you want and you have it tied to a set of actions and you affirm that that's what you're going to do, oh boy, that's going to be powerful, right? You can do this with literally anything, with anything that you are trying to achieve, the person that you're trying to become. Just make sure that it's tied to a result that you want, but also the action and when you're going to take those actions. So specifically, when are you going to take those actions? So if it's a health and fitness goal, when are you going to the gym? What time is that going to be? How many days a week is that going to be? And what is it specifically that you're going to be doing? Okay, so I was going to show you guys Shoot, I got a call. Am I still here? Okay. What if you're making declarations that haven't happened yet, but you can envision and put all the feels? Yes, you can. So Destiny, I think the key to it is the action, because yes, you're going to be talking about things that haven't happened yet. Things that haven't happened yet, you're going to visualize them happening, but you have to have an action plan behind that. So steps of action that you're going to take. Does that make sense? So it's not that these things have happened. You're not affirming things that have happened, but you're not just saying they're going to happen you want to train your brain. If you're going to be doing something every day and telling yourself something every day, you want it to be something that you're telling your brain what it is that you want it to do, right? The action and the discipline that you want it to have. I hope that makes sense. So visualization, yes, is key. So again, morning routine, you guys, savers. So think about savers: silence, affirmations, visualization, a little bit of exercise or your full routine in the morning if you're a morning person, reading and scribing, which is just writing or journaling, jotting down some thoughts, free flowing. Get a nice journal for that. But anyway, if you guys want, I will go ahead. I'm going to drop a link to my personal morning routine, the one that I did for 1.5 years. So my routine is, I'm doing a little tweaking right now, but the one that was super powerful, completely transformative and life-changing, both for me as a person and also for my business, I'm going to leave a link to that exact routine. It also has some bonuses. It has one bonus of the list of I think it was 13 during that time period, during that year, the 13 most powerful personal development books that I read. So for those of you who are in network marketing and you're like, well, how did you go from zero, literally zero, to doing well in network marketing? So how did that go down? I'll give you those personal development books as well. I hope you guys, I hope you try this. I hope you try this out. I hope you take this time and do something positive for yourself. And I hope that you then turn what you do for yourself and you turn it back and you pour out into the world and you share and you give light and encourage other people too. This is a weird time. It's a weird time. This too shall pass, but there's lots going on for a lot of people, lots of emotions, lots of anxieties, lots of, wonders, but we can control certain things. You can control how much you pray. You can control how much you pour into yourself and do your personal development. You can control your daily routine. Those things sometimes make us have a little bit more of a sense of certainty than just going through your day willy-nilly. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for your time. And if you're not in Elevate Academy, make sure that you jump in Elevate Academy. I normally do these lives in that group on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye.